Kia ora, hi, I'm Xander and a leadership coach and human resources consultant based in New Zealand. The 10 modules of my Team Leader Toolkit were developed over 5 years, drawn from my experience of developing leaders in global businesses, and it's designed to equip your people with all the contemporary knowledge, skills and behaviours that they need as modern leaders in order to achieve high performance. Let's dive into those content modules. We start with Set Up for Success, which is about ensuring that you have the behavioural and structural foundations for you and your team. We'll look at the way you can set ambitious and stretching goals, form dashboards and scorecards that link to important metrics given your schedule, and examine the way that you can build relationships and recast them as your role evolves. We'll look at topics such as role design, exchanging expectations, and managing them too. The module also explores welcoming new members into your team, how we can engage with stakeholders, and how you can align your personal rhythms and rituals so that you benefit from them day to day as you achieve your aims with and through your people. So after Module 1, you and your team are set up for success, but how do you keep making progress that's necessary? Module 2 is your toolkit for driving performance. We will cover how to manage workflows and engage your team through appropriate cycles and cadences. We'll cover how to have great performance conversations in settings like one-to-one meetings, how to hold people to account, and ensure that we are measuring the right things and measuring things right. We will do some exercises around performance management and optimization, which are then developed further and reinforced in the other modules from the toolkit. Module 3 is the first of 2 modules that are designed to upgrade your personal impact. It shouldn't come as a surprise that we'll be devoting significant time to communication. So we're going to explore how to communicate with clarity and cut through, but we're also going to look at approaches in terms of how you disseminate information and how you communicate and how this flows through your team and into the wider business. We'll also look at how you can address setbacks and other bad news items in a way which contains them, and we'll also spend quite a bit of time thinking about the role of transparency, authenticity and vulnerability in your leadership communications. Module 4 equips you with ways to engage your people through presenting and storytelling work. Don't worry though, this module is not one of those cringy training sessions where you'll stand up and present while being video. This module focuses more on what you'll say rather than trying to turn you into a TED Talk robot. We'll explore ways in which stories can engage audiences and how to form and present a compelling vision in a way that feels authentic to you. We'll also employ some internal communications best practices, tips, tricks, techniques so you're regularly engaging and leveraging the right people who can help you extend your reach of your messages and impact. We will finish by spending some time having a go at writing your own leadership and team stories, so you can not only take them back to your team, but you can take the techniques and exercises to craft those stories together in the future. Our next module in the programme is all about listening, but it's not just about your listening skills. We'll also be looking at the role of team member or employee voice in leadership, how to solicit ideas, how to foster creativity and innovation, and how also to build consensus and to manage different stakeholder relationships. We'll also do some exercises on persuading, influencing, and even talk about how to lobby to make progress against your strategic objectives. Module 6 is one of my favourites, feedback. I've devoted an entire module to the subject because it is so important for leaders to get right. And sadly, many otherwise great leaders are hampered by either a poor approach to feedback or a lack of confidence in delivering it. As a leader, a lot of your work will be helping shape the direction and outputs of your team through feedback, whether that's positive, constructive, correctional, or developmental. In this module, we'll look at the power and purpose of feedback. We'll introduce the concepts of critical friendship, guided discovery, and reflective practice. This module also looks at the best ways to solicit feedback, construct and deliver feedback to others, and how to respond and action feedback that you receive in a healthy way. Now Module 7 is going to help take your team to the next level, and it's called Developing Teams. This module covers how to develop individuals and groups when it comes to building capability, identifying learning needs and opportunities, and you'll walk away with an understanding of how to engage with gifted and talented employees. We will run some simple exercises in workforce planning, succession planning, as well as learning how to identify and assess high potential employees. The ability to identify, advocate for, lead and grow with change has increasingly become a hallmark of the modern day leadership excellence. And change management is one of the things that I believe separates leaders from managers. So Module 8 is all about leading change. In Module 8, we'll dive into the psychology of change and form a strong understanding of how people respond to, behave and feel about change. We'll explore best practices in identifying the need for change, whether in strategy, policy, process or employee experience. And we'll also look at the role of communication, vision and storytelling. We'll finish by discussing how we can harness the positive and transformative effects of change, making it a growth experience for everyone concerned. We'll also address barriers and blockers to change and how to deal with resistance and other challenging behaviours from your team. The last two modules give you all the tools you need when things become challenging, but they're actually my favourite two modules to deliver. Step inside the world of a workplace mediator with resolving conflicts and disagreements. You'll understand how conflict and disagreements occur in the first place, and will examine your own approach and conflict management style. And you'll learn how to approach conflict situations with confidence and compassion, whether you're directly involved in them or not. You'll practice the principles of non-violent communication, along with techniques to reframe problems and work towards resolutions. We will also cover negotiation techniques and explore how to drive consensus while entertaining diverse perspectives. Extending some of this knowledge, our final module is all about difficult conversations, psychological safety, and well-being. In this module, we'll learn about how to manage underperformance, how to have difficult conversations about conduct, sensitive issues, or even employment termination. We'll explore how you can effectively manage and facilitate conversations with big personalities and big emotions when they come up, but we'll also explore the daily behaviours that create trust and psychological safety in your team. We will be sure to cover your role as a leader and supporting employees when it comes to identifying mental and physical ill health. And of course, you're part of the team as well, so we cover lots of great advice on taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others. So that's the brief overview of the Team Lead Toolkit. Remember, each module is customized to your specific context and needs. So why not book a consultation with me on the website to discuss how the Team Leader Toolkit can transform your team. This is what you've been waiting for, and I've been waiting for you. Your journey to high performance starts here, and I can't wait to meet you.